We're mobile. Take Fox Sports 1350 with you using iHeartRadio. It's the IE's home for sports. KPWK AM 1350, Riverside, San Bernardino, an iHeartRadio station.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. IE Sportsnet, right here on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350, brought to you by the good folks at ThinkWise Credit Union. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming at foxsports1350.com and the iHeartRadio app. Last week was a good week. We had our guy, Mark Chapman, in the building. Got some great content. Fox Sports West, we are on the way. Fox Sports West, I know they want the show. They want the content. We're coming. We are coming.
Really exciting news, as you mentioned, Coach B. And peace out to everybody out there in the Inland Empire, everybody that's tuning in worldwide through the iHeartRadio app. As you mentioned, exciting news. We will be taking our talents to the TV screen. Fox Sports West. Production is underway, as you mentioned, Coach B. We started that last week. Had the cameras in here. If you get a chance to watch yourself.
I know, I almost fell. That's not good. Oh, Lord.
Hold the line. Hold on. The insurance right there. We got to put the premiums up. But yeah, we have, you guys get a chance to look at our social media, and that's at IE Sports.
Everything is at IE Sports.
Yeah, at IE Sports. Now we have some of the stuff up right now. You guys can check out. But again, yeah, really exciting news. We're going to be going and moving IE Sportsnet. Again, it's going to be in addition to, so you'll still be able to hear us here every Saturday morning. But in addition to that, Coach B will be on Fox Sports West, man.
We will be on Fox Sports West. We also added, I just, my daughter was telling me you got to do this. And, we put it on the Talk of TikTok.
Okay.
That's even at IE Sportsnet. If you go on that, we got, we're getting over. We all put two things up. We've already got over 600 views on that, man. It's good stuff, man. So that's really good. And last week was a good week for our Los Angeles Dodgers.
Oh man,
they brought home the ring, even though all of them got a quarantine now because of Turner. But it's all good.
What are your thoughts about that, Justin Turner?
I know that's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, man, but, COVID is no joke. I take that serious because the missus works in the medical field. I get updates daily about COVID, right. But it's a serious thing, man. There are some people, and everyone's saying, okay, it's a 98% success rate. But think about it, man. If your family member is a part of that 2%, you're not going to be
no
saying that.
A lot of people talked about that, and we're talking about Justin Turner in terms of, and that's one, as you mentioned, a once in a lifetime thing. They're talking about the potential of him not even being a Dodger next year. Not anything to do with the COVID deal, but just natural business of baseball. And so he was, the thought was like, that's, one of those times where he's worked, how long the Dodgers have worked to get there. It's been a difficult process. But a lot of folks were saying that Justin Turner had a unique opportunity to kind of put it out there about what you do in terms of how you act, in terms of responsibility.
And that wasn't it.
And clearly that was not one of his more, again, a good guy. Everybody knows Justin Turner, a good guy. A lot of people talks about his philanthropy, how gracious he is and how giving he is. And it was just truly a difficult moment because even, most of the press outlets really just kind of just went in because, as you mentioned, it's a serious thing. My brother works at the hospital as well. And he tells me all the time how it's just, it's busting out at the seams because everybody's having these things. So I think it could have sent a message going, hey, you know what? This is what you do. This is how you show personal responsibility in those situations.
Right, absolutely. So that's something that needs to be addressed and taken care of, man. But it's all good. I think we're going to be good to go. I'm excited. This is going to be a great show for us.
Great show coming up.
We teased this a little bit. I know we teased Fox Sports West. We're coming November. I believe it's the 21st. Is the first Sunday morning. Sunday mornings, I believe it's. I'll have to confirm the time, but we're going to be on Sunday mornings, and then. And
the first one is the 22nd.
There you go. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. The first air date. So again, everybody.
Get in front of the camera.
A lot of people are going, hey, when can we see it? Where can we see it? It will be happening again. IE Sportsnet on Fox Sports West.
And I know the thing is, people talk about the voice, now you'll be able to put the face and the voice together. The missus doesn't like that, but you'll be able to put the face and the voice together.
I mean, some of our outtakes, I got a chance. I've been cutting in. Some of our outtakes are just, I wish we could use them, but in some form or other. I don't know if we can, but I know.
Absolutely.
See.
And then I was talking to my daughter, and she was saying how, she said, Dad, a lot of times you're out in public, people recognize you. They don't say anything because they're her friends. Right. And she said, one of my friends was at Walmart and heard your voice and knew it was you. It's like, okay, so.
You should have told her next time, get a pen out.
Absolutely.
Sign up and sign in. But it looks like we have a caller calling in, Coach B.
On the ThinkWise. Credit Union Celebrity Hotline.
Let's go ahead and just do this real quick, Coach B. Let me see if let's sorry about that real quick. There we go. Do we have a caller calling in on the ThinkWise Celebrity Hotline?
Yeah, this is Ezra Swanson Jimenez. I'm playing for the High Desert Pumas for the ABA.
Absolutely. Thanks for calling in. We certainly appreciate it. Good morning to you. Are you ready for the ABA jump-off?
Oh, man, more than ready, man. I've been waiting for this months, man. I'm hyped up, man. With everything going around with the corona and everything, having the opportunity to play now is something else.
Absolutely.
Now, give us a little bit of background about your career and how you kind of got involved with this.
All right, so I've been playing professional basketball international. I'm from Mexico. I'm from Sonora. Agua Sonora. I was raised in Arizona, did my high school there. After I finished high school in Arizona, I went to play in Tecos de Guadalajara in the LMVP, the professional league, the main league in Mexico. I played there one season. I went to Honduras in Spain. I played there a year and a half. Went back to Mexico and continued playing. I played everywhere in Mexico. I've been in some leagues out here, the PBL, that's in Indianapolis. I've been in a few leagues out here, so in the U.S. And I got involved by Kevin, real great guy, man. And he asked me if I wanted to play with the High Desert Pumas, and I saw he presented everything how it is, and his hard work and everything showed. Well, it's real interesting, man. I want to try something different, something new, and I'm excited, man. Met a lot of new guys, great guys. So, I'm ready for this, man.
Right. Now, tell everybody, now the game's going to is coming up, and I believe it's a week. Is that a week from today?
Yes, it's next Sunday. It's going to be on abaprime.net. And like you were saying, Kevin, he just texted me. He's like, here's the information, abaprime.net. And Coach B and the Turner will be on the call.
We will be on the call. We're really excited about this. Again, it's going to be the ABA, folks. You're going to be able to tune in and see this live as it's taking place. Coach B, we've been talking about this for like over a month now. And again, it's going to be a really exciting time for us, man.
And the thing about it is Kevin was telling me, he was saying that I think we have another caller calling in. So we're going to get the second caller calling in.
Okay, man. But hey, thanks a lot for calling in. And we're looking forward to seeing you next week, okay?
All right, thank you very much, man.
All right, excellent. So I know the one thing that Kevin was saying is they're going to be, so get ready, Eternal. They're going to be testing on site. You and I will be testing.
Oh, we get a chance to get the COVID test.
For the COVID,
okay,
yes.
There it is right there.
And I told him, I said, it's not going down my nose. He said they'll be able to do that. I think the mouth swab. So,
okay, here it is right here. Okay, so we do have another caller calling. Caller, you're live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350, the ThinkWise Celebrity Hotline. Who we have calling in?
Hi, this is Coach Cam, the head coach of High Desert Pumas.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Now, as we got a chance to talk to one of the players who's going to be competing, but real quick, because we're on a little bit of a limited time, but go ahead and let the folks know how you got involved and what to expect next week.
Yeah, well, I'm really close business partners with the project manager, Kevin Daly, of the ABA league, so it's an opportunity to me, and I decided to make it my first step in my coaching career.
Nice. Now, what is your background in terms of coaching or with basketball?
Yeah, so I went to New Mexico Junior College straight out of high school, and then I transferred to University of Houston. From University of Houston, I went overseas and played basketball, and while I was overseas in North Africa, Dubai, Australia, and a few other countries, I was doing a lot of coaching clinics, basketball clinics. And from there, it kind of just dawned on me that I'm really, God gave me a gift in basketball. So now I've chosen to pursue it on a higher level. And I'm starting off with the High Desert Pumas.
And that's awesome. And, we with us, we do the broadcast for the Agua Caliente Clippers of Ontario. And one of our favorite coaches that was there was Coach Natalie Nakase. And I had a great time to chat with her, and she just talked about being a female and getting into coaching. Has that been how has that worked for you? Because the players, the players love her. How have the players accepted you being a female coach coaching a group of men?
Yeah, they've been great. We've had our few little, hiccups, but I believe that comes with the level of that we're at right now, that we're coaching. But I believe the guys have, grasped onto my coaching style with a lot of respect. I believe my IQ in basketball is great, and I tell them every day that I'm a student of the game. I'm a student of life. We kind of just share that same perspective. If everybody just, approaches the platform as students, that we'll all learn from each other and we'll all grow with each other. So there's no discrepancies.
Fantastic.
And tell them, I play professional sports.
Don't make me put these gym shoes on. You got to let them know.
Now, you guys are playing the High Desert Pumas. You guys will be there next Sunday playing. Who are you guys playing against?
We're playing the Beach Corsos.
Okay.
The Hub Beach Corsos. Yeah, we'll be playing them. Our jump off time is around 12 noon.
Do we want to put up any clipboard material? You want to talk a little trash? Talk a little trash on air real quick, or you just want to just keep everything respectable?
Oh no, we're ready. We like to compete. I know the Beach Hub Corsos are a veteran ABA team, but we're here to start off with a big bang. So I hope they're ready. Because we're definitely ready.
I heard that. Well, again, congratulations. We're looking forward to it. We will see you next week when the shoes hit the court. We're going to be right there. And again, this ABA is going to, Coach B, give us some more information where they can find it.
Absolutely. It's going to be the ABA jump off. It will be live on abaprime.net. Coach B and Eternal will be on the call. We're looking forward to it next Sunday. We will be there bright and early, bushy tail. We'll leave the station and go right down to the gym and make sure we give you a great product on the voice.
Exactly. So thank you so much for calling in. Looking forward to it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you guys for having me.
All right. Enjoy your day.
Right there.
We need. I know we have Murphy calling in at the 18:15 mark. Want to take a quick commercial break?
Yeah, we're going to take a commercial break real quick. And again, that's going to be the ABA, Coach B. Really excited about that. Getting brought back. It's going to be an IE. And again, we're going to be on the call right there.
Absolutely. You're listening to IE Sports Net. Brought to you by our great friends at Think Wise Credit Union with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. Live on Fox Sports Radio. We're right back after this.
Years ago, we had an empire. Right now, it's being remodeled.
Hi, this is Macho Ronnie. You're live on Fox Sports Radio.
IE Sportsnet is the longest-running #1 sports talk show originating from the Inland Empire. Every week since 2013, Coach B and Eternal have brought you the best sports coverage from Riverside and San Bernardino counties. In addition to our top-rated show, IE Sportsnet also produces 10 events annually. The Inland Valley Classic All-Star Series, the Riverside Sheriff's Association All-Star Classic Series, and 215 All-Star Classic Series. These events attract over 5,000 spectators. Now is the perfect time to market your brand on one of the world's most recognizable stations, Fox Sports Radio, for as low as $25. That's right, you can advertise with Coach B and Eternal on IE Sportsnet and Fox Sports AM 1350 for as low as $25. Contact our account exec today, staff at iesportsnet.com, or follow up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at IE Sportsnet.
We are Fox Sports.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, postoperative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
Farmers Insurance, the office of Stacey Ann Holgate, is a proud sponsor of Inland Empire Sports. Located in Riverside at 3641 Adams Street, Stacey Ann's office is able to assist you with your financial goals in planning for your future. Her office can also assist you with your business insurance, home, auto, and much more. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899. And mention Fox Sports AM 1350. Stacey loves her community and the kids in it. She knows they are the future, and investing in them is an investment towards a healthier community. Wouldn't you want to do business with someone who cares about your children almost as much as you do? Contact Stacey Ann Holgate's insurance agency at 951-977-9899 for ways she can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs today. Located at 3641 Adams Street in Riverside, California, Stacey Ann Holgate Insurance Agency. She's on the air because she cares. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Kenny Clark, 11-yard loss.
Kenny Clark of the Green Bay Packers.
One of the best in the league.
On Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios, IE Sportsnet, live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350, brought to you by the good folks at ThinkWise Credit Union. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming at foxsports1350.com and the iHeartRadio app. We got somebody on the ThinkWise Credit Union Celebrity Hotline.
Yes, indeed. Coach B, caller, you are live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. Introduce yourself to our audience.
It is John Murphy.
Mr. Murphy, how you doing, sir? How you doing? We saw the tweet already that you're...
I'm jealous, man. I'm a coffee guy.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you're not going to bring us coffee, man, you can't tell everybody you're getting coffee.
You get the free coffee at Arco on Saturdays.
Ah.
I did not know that.
Scratch Power app. It's a good deal.
Okay. That's something to put in the mental Rolodex.
About to say, mental Rolodex is there. But Mr. Murphy, again, thank you so much for calling in. Moreover, thank you for your great work that you did. I know we've been working with you on these articles. But before we kind of get into the articles, kind of give our audience a little bit of background about who you are and kind of what you do.
Well, I've worked in newspapers for more than 40 years, starting up in San Mateo as in college when I was a correspondent. And most recently, I've worked in Victorville at the Daily Press and then the San Bernardino Sun, and then finally the Riverside Press Enterprise.
Fantastic. And now we're working with you right now because we're publishing our fall edition of IE Sportsnet, the magazine. Coach B was talking about working with two people in particular, two people that we've worked with closely. One in particular was Coach Logan, and the other was Coach Dulius, Coach Stan from Metawanda. I wanted to kind of get your take on the experience that you had over there with Coach Logan.
Well, it was interesting because, of course, I worked at the Press Enterprise for 3 years, but mainly I covered San Bernardino County. So I covered a few of his games, but I really didn't know him that well. And I think that things were helped out by the fact that I'm familiar with the Centennial principal, Alexis Burrell.
Yes.
And she used to be the Summit girls basketball coach, and she's married to Tony Burrell, who used to be the Summit football coach.
Interesting.
And so I think they made things a little easier for me. Said, hey, Matt, you ought to do this interview. He's an okay guy, blah, blah, blah. So I went down to Centennial, and I met Matt, and he was, on time, really polite, cordial, welcomed me into his office, and we had a nice chat.
Nice. Now you got a chance to, look, because we read the article, and you got a chance to really get in deep about some personal stuff in there. I think a lot of people, I know for sure. I mean, I've been around it for some years, and I didn't know these things. Talk about some of those personal exchanges with you, and how he felt comfortable enough with you to kind of get in deep with some of those personal things you were able to put in the article.
Well, one thing I like to do with people that I interview is, I kind of ask them if there's any adversity that they're facing that people might not be aware of. And, so he had mentioned that his wife passed in 2007, and he was faced with he was really at a crossroads of whether to continue coaching because he had 3 daughters ranging in age from 10 to 16 at the time. And so he was kind of weighing it, do I continue coaching this powerhouse program that takes so much of my time?
Right.
Or do I devote all my time to these, 3 young girls who have just lost their mom? And that was the dilemma he faced.
And, once again, we have John Murphy on the line, correspondent in Inland Empire. I'll tell you this, Murphy, we've done this. I think this is the 4th year we've done this magazine. And I say this, and I don't say this lightly. When I read the article, I told Eternal, I said, hey, this is the best, by far, the best article we have ever had. And we're talking about the Coach Logan story, the best article we've ever had in any of the print that we've ever done. I'm a father of 3. And I knew the story of Coach Logan losing his wife, because last year we did their games here on Fox Sports 1350. But you really opened me up to see, a personal side of Coach Logan. Because when you think of Coach Logan, you think of the stoic coach on the sideline, successful. But he opened up and gave you some information that I think that our audience is going to be surprised to read. Because like I said, I'm a father of 3, and I did not think about my mortality until I had kids. But, what do you think about him opening up to you and getting so personal? How did that make you feel as a reporter?
It made me feel good that he would trust me to do that. And once again, I think the fact that I know Alexis, the principal, and Tony Burrell, who's an assistant coach for him,
right.
I don't think that hurt me at all.
Right.
And, it wasn't just the whole thing about his wife that I discovered. Like his daughter Madison at one point was talking about the fact that she has so many friends from rival Corona Santiago, and that her Santiago friends, they would be kind of have trepidation about going to meet the big tough Centennial football coach. And what do they find? They find this man who's so hilarious and sarcastic.
Right.
And that's just Matt, if you get to know him away from the field.
Right. And, I'll say this. Last year, when Internal and I went to meet Coach Logan, when we were going to be the official voice of Centennial on Fox Sports 1350, we both went in there thinking, this is Coach Logan. But he, like you said, he put us at such ease. He was so down to earth. And you would think a coach at that level of success would be completely different. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying. But also another coach that is highly successful in the Inland Empire is over at Etiwanda High School. Talk to us. You got a chance to go see Coach Stan, and he had a training session. Tell us a little bit about that and what's going on over at Etiwanda.
Yeah, first I talked to him over the phone, and then I went over to this kind of nondescript building in this, in this industrial park in Rancho Cucamonga. And he was training some girls and one boy with the basketball. And, most of them were like pre-high school, so very good players. And I got to watch the way that he works with these kids. And, I played a little basketball when I was younger, and I didn't get any kind of training like that when I was a kid. The way that he works with these kids with their footwork and their shooting, it's really impressive.
Right. And we're excited about that. And as we mentioned, we are looking forward to IE Sportsnet, the magazine. I mean, the articles that you did, you got a chance to write the Centennial story for us for Coach Logan. And then you got a chance to write the Etiwanda girls basketball article for us as well. It'll be out in November.
Both of them are featured stories in the magazine, so we're really excited about that. But real quick before we let you go, and again, we're talking to none other than Mr. Murphy, decorated sports writer here in the Inland Empire.
And we appreciate you taking your time to even write the story for us.
Exactly.
We are honored.
We appreciate that. But real quick, just talk, because a lot of our audience is younger, some of them are in high school. Talk to our audience a little bit about the importance of journalism and why it still needs to be something that's cherished and that we have to make sure that we don't let go.
Well, I'm thinking back to when I was a little kid growing up in San Bruno, which is in the Bay Area. And the sports editor in that town was this man with the unlikely name of Warren Scoop Winecoop. and he was the father of sort of my best friend, really, at the time. And he used to cover the whole town, the whole sports scene, like a blanket. And every Wednesday you would go to the doorstep and get the San Bruno Herald and to read the stories and see if your name maybe was in the paper. And that kind of thing is just vanishing from Americana.
Right.
There's so many news deserts out there. In other words, towns that aren't covered by newspapers anymore.
Right.
And so many newspapers have, sort of dissolved into amalgamations where you have one newspaper in one city covering 7 different cities. And maybe, whereas there used to be 5 reporters, now there's 1.
Right.
And it's really kind of sad. And, it's not completely gone. There's people fighting the good fight, like Aubrey Brown at the Highland Community News. And hopefully things can get turned around. Maybe there can be some inventive ways of funding newspapers and reporters.
Absolutely. And, my story is, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Just to give you an idea, when I was in high school, and this was in the early 90s, I was my high school sports editor. I wrote for the 2 local papers, which was the Downey Eagle and the Downey Herald American. And then I was a high school correspondent / intern for the Long Beach Press Telegram. And these are things that I loved, and journalism was always something I wanted to do. And I know out here in the Inland Empire, does a great job, Eric Paul Johnson over at the Press Enterprise. So as you mentioned, it's just one of those things. We just have to make sure that we keep media alive and we keep it going. So we get excited when we get a chance to work with someone of your caliber to do this work and cover local media. So like I said, I'm humbled when you accepted the offer to write for us. You really have taken IE Sportsnet, the magazine, to a level that we've never seen before.
Not too many compliments now. I'm going to wind up paying you.
Well, again, Mr. Murphy, thank you so much. You enjoy your weekend. And again, we appreciate you calling in, okay?
Thanks so much for having me on.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Yes,
thank you. We appreciate it. And like we said, the article will be out. The magazine will be out in November.
Yes,
and we appreciate everything he says. Like we said, the local guys, the Eric Paul Johnsons of the Inland Empire and Murphy's out there, the people who are still out there covering and giving sports coverage, we tip our cap to all of them.
Exactly, man. And again, we can't say enough about the diligent work, great work of Mr. Murphy, and like you said, it just really kind of just gives our publication some well needed credibility. So we appreciate that. So
absolutely
good stuff. Real quick, this year Halloween.
That wasn't quick.
This year, Halloween fell on a weekend.
Oh, yes. I got some exciting news I got to talk about as well. Go ahead, do you think?
Okay. Do you want to get a little spooky real quick or no? Oh. Wait. Oh, there we go. We're getting spooky real quick. Yeah, there we go. Halloween. Yeah. It's Halloween out there.
All right, commercial break time. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. You are listening to IE Sportsnet, presented by ThinkWise Credit Union with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports Radio. We're right back after this.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports.
IE Sportsnet is the longest-running #1 sports talk show originating from the Inland Empire. Every week since 2013, Coach B and Eternal have brought you the best sports coverage from Riverside and San Bernardino counties. In addition to our top-rated show, IE Sportsnet also produces 10 events annually. The Inland Valley Classic All-Star Series, the Riverside Sheriff's Association All-Star Classic Series, and 215 All-Star Classic Series. These events attract over 5,000 spectators. Now is the perfect time to market your brand on one of the world's most recognizable stations, Fox Sports Radio, for as low as $25. That's right, you can advertise with Coach B and Eternal on IE Sportsnet and Fox Sports AM 1350 for as low as $25. Contact our account exec today, staff at iesportsnet.com, or follow up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at IE Sportsnet.
We are Fox.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, postoperative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
Farmers Insurance, the office of Stacey Ann Holgate, is a proud sponsor of Inland Empire Sports. Located in Riverside at 3641 Adams Street, Stacey Ann's office is able to assist you with your financial goals in planning for your future. Her office can also assist you with your business insurance, home, auto, and much more. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899. And mention Fox Sports AM 1350. Stacey loves her community and the kids in it. She knows they're the future, and investing in them is an investment towards a healthier community. Wouldn't you want to do business with someone who cares about your children almost as much as you do? Contact Stacey Ann Holgate's insurance agency at 951-977-9899 for ways she can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs today. Located at 3641 Adams Street in Riverside, California, Stacey Ann Holgate Insurance Agency. She's on the air because she cares. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
And you know I'm going to get on Shaq with that picnic table suit.
We may have one more call, because I guess it was a
Yo, this is Ari Spears on Fox Sports Radio.
We are Fox Sports.
That's me. My bad.
The mic is hot. Yeah. We are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios, IE Sportsnet, right here live in the great city of Riverside, Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350, brought to you by the good folks at Think Wise Credit Union. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming at foxsports1350.com.
Yes, indeed.
And the iHeartRadio app. And I just got confirmation. So the game is Saturday.
Okay.
So it is Saturday. Our guy, Kevin from the IE Emperors, just hit me up.
5 days of work, 1 day of play.
There you go.
Saturday.
There you go. So
Indeed.
we're waiting. We may have one of his coaches may still be calling in. So we're working on that right there. So we will see if we can get them to call in. So we will make that work.
Yeah, and again, like I said, we're going to be really excited about that. So a week from today, we'll be calling the game ABA basketball. You guys will be able to see it live on the web. So it's really exciting time. Our guy, money-making Mark Chapman, is going to be out there with the camera. And so we're going to be bringing you guys all kind of great footage, and we're also going to do some highlights as well. So
yep.
Really great time.
So it's going to be really good stuff. And one thing that I got to say I'm excited about, I know you were talking about big news. I have to give big news. It was 16 years ago that Brandy was wobbling into the emergency room. It was Pomona Valley.
Did the wobble, huh?
Yeah, Pomona Valley. You know, I was rolling her into the emergency room at Pomona Valley. It was actually on the 29th of 2004, and that's when young Brandon, the final of the three, was the touchdown He was born October 29th of 2004 at Pomona Valley. That's when Brandon and I were making our way to the Inland Empire. So, yes.
There it is right there, man. Really, and my man almost, he almost has the goatee connecting already.
Yes,
like
he does.
He may already have me beat in the facial hair section.
Yes, he does.
Big up to our guy, young Brandon. Happy birthday, young brother. But Coach B, as you mentioned, a lot of stuff going on still right now, football wise, with the NFL right now. My Cowboys.
Are they still playing this year?
Oh man, oh God, it's just when I tell you the pain that I'm experiencing right now, that and I think to myself sometimes, I go, why would you want to do me like that?
Right.
Why would you want to just, I've been so good to the Cowboys. It's just like right now we just
been so good to me.
Yeah, and right now it's almost one of those things where it's looking like a lot of people are saying, are we going to do a fire sale? Like, are we just going to just totally tank? I don't see the Cowboys tanking, but we may be tanking indirectly. We got our guy Gucci playing at quarterback. The rookie going to be coming in at quarterback. So hopefully he can make us look. We got some of the best receivers in the league, but for whatever reason we can't get them to football.
And again, so all the people out there that was saying that Dak Prescott wasn't worth it.
Right.
Dak Prescott shouldn't get that contract.
How that thing look now?
Yeah, because the guy from I can't even think of his name. The guy from the Bengals. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Andy Dalton.
Yeah. So how's that working out?
The redheaded stepchild.
They want to make sure he got paid.
Oh yeah, and he got broke up.
Yes.
That boy on protocol right now. He's still seeing double.
Yes.
But yeah, so yeah, the Cowboys not really looking that good right now. We're hoping our defense is, when I say paper thin, I mean paper thin.
I can't believe you actually admitted that.
Oh yeah,
the Cowboys
we don't look good right now. It's hard. I'm still gonna be there on Sunday. Come tomorrow. I'm still gonna be there. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. But I'm sick right now about my Cowboys. But on another note, how you feeling about your Chargers? Got the youngster in there at quarterback.
I feel good about the future, but I don't feel good about the present. And you look at the Colts. The Colts are balling right now.
They doing all right, man.
Yeah, they were 4-1, I believe.
They're
4-1.
So but Phillip Rivers is out there doing Phillip Rivers type stuff, throwing the ball away. Throwing interceptions to last.
Well, I tell you this right now: if throwing the ball away and throwing interceptions can get the Chargers a 4-1 record, let's do it. Because we are throwing the ball away, we are getting turnovers, and we are not winning. We just are not winning.
Again, Coach B and Eternal right here live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350 every Saturday morning. You guys can catch us here, available on the iHeartRadio app. Coach B, next week we will be. What's that location? What do we say?
It's going to be in La Puente. Okay. So I know the biggest thing is the location is what they're because of COVID.
Right.
Right now it's going to be online. So you want to make sure that you catch the streaming. So once again, it's going to be at the Emperor's. It's going to be Saturday, November 7th.
Okay.
At abaprime.net. We're trying to see if we can get one of the coaches to call in. I just hit up our guy Kevin. So we're just waiting to see. And then, Brandy is listening, so that's good. I feel like Romper Room. Brandy is listening.
Let me tell you something about. Did you look? Anybody? I know we're kind of dating ourselves with Romper Room, but I tell folks this all the time. Romper Room was my show right there because you wanted to always wait to the end
when they said your name
to see if they was going to say your name.
And it's a million Brians in the world.
I know,
but when they said Brian, I thought it was something about me.
But see, you was
yeah.
They said, she said Eddie one time. I almost did like a church roll. You know what I mean? It was dramatic.
And tough. Our audience is probably saying, "What is Romper Room?" Well, it's a good thing called YouTube.
And what's a church roll?
Yeah. and it's a good thing. It's called YouTube. Look it up. Yeah. Romper Room. That
ask your mama, ask your daddy.
Yeah, and that Mr. Robinson, that was I used to like that in Sesame Street. But Brandon, my son, is listening too, man. Happy birthday to you! 16 years old. You got to see he got the drip now.
Oh yeah,
so
man,
his sister hooked him up.
Brandon, I saw the ice you got on the wrist. I need that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so if you want to go ahead and mail that to Humboldt Court out there in Riverside, I'd be much obliged.
I said Ren and Drippy. So you got his drip on, and then Stacy, and then Stacy and Holgate. says she's listening. She says happy birthday to my son as well.
Stacey, how you doing? Stacey, let me tell you something real quick. Remember, Stacey, I hope you know we still running your ads.
Yes.
Your ads.
I'm sure she's listening. She's like, it better be.
It bet be. I'm glad. No,
and
Stacey,
she's working on getting the print ad for the magazine.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing that. Stacey and Holgate, again, your folks at We Are Farmers. Make sure you go check her out as well.
Right. Listen to the ad. You can get all the information if you want to get a great quote on her. Her ad runs here. She is one of the supporters of our 501c3 nonprofit, the Inland Valley Classic. We do the All-Star Games. We do a scholarship. We do 12 scholarships a year. Yeah. And without the support of people like Stacey Ann Holgate, it just doesn't happen.
It don't go, man. So, again, thank you so much. I mean, support your community. I mean, especially folks like Stacey Ann. For all your insurance needs, make sure you go out there and check her out. Really, really good people and cares about the community. So it's always exciting.
And I don't need her getting upset with me. I know she's a farmer's agent. So I don't want her. She got a little.
No, and she says, I know all about you.
There you go. Number's 951-977-9899. Check her out. Get her some business.
There it is right there. And Coach B, as we mentioned, we do have another caller going to be calling in here in a second. But we got to, again, we'd be remiss if we didn't let folks know. Again, please make it your point. Go follow us on social media. That is at IE Sportsnet. At IE Sportsnet. That's available on the web. And you guys can check out. We just put, because we're going to be going on air. Fox Sports West, really exciting news. The air date is Sunday, November 22nd. Again, you'll be able to see Coach B and myself. Really exciting news. We're going to be in all of Southern California, all of Nevada, and Hawaii. Very much so. So we just, the opening of the show, we just dropped that. We put that on our social media, so you guys kind of check that out. Let us know what you think. And again, that's Coach B and Eternal on Fox Sports Radio AM 1350.
Absolutely. I know with Stacey Ann Holgate, I'll drop this. She wants us to help her identify a high school. She's looking to give back to the community. And I mean, she's looking to do a big investment. I don't know if she wants us to announce that, but we're working with her and we're talking about her, some of the things that she wants to. And that's the thing. We only work with good people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and again, just folks like that, they call in, they say, hey, look, I want to do something positive for it. So we're going to make sure that we find out where we can do that, and where we can make sure that, because we want to make sure that we're still continuing to give back, especially during these times right now.
Absolutely.
Folks are going through a lot of stuff right now, and it's a very, very difficult time. We want to do whatever we can to support the community.
Absolutely. And coming up in the final segment, I'm pretty excited about this. As you know, we have 3 Kias in the family. We just got a 4-door Kia that my daughter had picked up. So one of the things is I drive I live in Fontana. Right. I drive all the way to Ontario to get all my service done. And the one thing, the company I love going there, Citrus Motors over in the Ontario Auto Center. If you go to citrusmotors.com, and we'll talk about this a little bit when we bring our guy in, he's the sales manager. He's going to call in and just give us a fan perspective on all the things that are going on in sports right now. Look at the reviews. I mean, their reviews are almost flawless.
You ought to, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and when you get those, and that's the reality right now. Folks will, you mess around, folks will get on Yelp or they'll hop on your website and they'll drop a comment. So it's always good to make sure that you're being true to form.
Absolutely. So he's going to call in at the 45-minute mark. So we're going to take a commercial break.
Okay.
It's my guy Matt over at Citrus Motors, Kia, and Ford. He'll be calling in because we want to talk about he and I, just to give backstory, we had a great conversation about sports. And hey, I said, let's continue this on radio.
We'll put it out there, man.
Let's go ahead and do this. So let's take a commercial break. You are listening to IE Sportsnet, presented. I got to get that off the tongue. Presented by ThinkWise Credit Union with Coach B.
And Eternal, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350.
What up? This is D-Ray Davis, a very athletic D-Ray Davis. Right now I'm on Fox Sports Radio.
This is the IE's home for sport.
IE Sportsnet is the longest-running #1 sports talk show originating from the Inland Empire. Every week since 2013, Coach B and Eternal have brought you the best sports coverage from Riverside and San Bernardino counties. In addition to our top-rated show, IE Sportsnet also produces 10 events annually. The Inland Valley Classic All-Star Series, the Riverside Sheriff's Association All-Star Classic Series, and 215 All-Star Classic Series. These events attract over 5,000 spectators. Now is the perfect time to market your brand on one of the world's most recognizable stations, Fox Sports Radio, for as low as $25. That's right, you can advertise with Coach B and Eternal on IE Sportsnet and Fox Sports AM 1350 for as low as $25. Contact our account exec today, staff at iesportsnet.com, or follow up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at IE Sportsnet.
Kinematics Physical Therapy and Sports Performance looks forward to partnering with you in the restoration of your wellness and expediting you back to your active life. We'd love to see you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. Our clinic is an outpatient orthopedic clinic designed to treat general pain, postoperative conditions, and athletic rehabilitation using research standards of care. When you step through our doors, your pain becomes ours, and we will work diligently to help manage whatever life has thrown at you. We provide educational and screening services to the community free of charge. Services provided include health screenings, monthly health courses, sports venue coverage, and fundraising. We'd love to meet you at our spacious clinic, conveniently located in Norco at 1801 3rd Street, Suite 101. Call us at 951-777-2178. That's 951-777-2178. Or visit our website at kptsport.com. All are welcome whom aren't afraid to recover their potential.
Farmers Insurance, the office of Stacey Ann Holgate, is a proud sponsor of Inland Empire Sports. Located in Riverside at 3641 Adams Street, Stacey Ann's office is able to assist you with your financial goals in planning for your future. Her office can also assist you with your business insurance, home, auto, and much more. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899. And mention Fox Sports AM 1350. Stacey loves her community and the kids in it. She knows they are the future, and investing in them is an investment towards a healthier community. Wouldn't you want to do business with someone who cares about your children almost as much as you do? Contact Stacey Ann Holgate's insurance agency at 951-977-9899 for ways she can help you and your family with all of your insurance needs today. Located at 3641 Adams Street in Riverside, California, Stacey Ann Holgate Insurance Agency. She's on the air because she cares. Give Stacey Ann Holgate's office a call today at 951-977-9899. That's 951-977-9899.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
What's up, world? This is your favorite comic, Tony Rock. And you're checking out Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports.
Guess we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. IE Sportsnet, right here, brought to you by ThinkWise Credit Union on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. We're also streaming at foxsports1350.com and the iHeartRadio app.
Quick question. I know it's on the fly. I know you have to look at your notes. Mm-hmm. But your favorite Ice Cube song?
No Vaseline.
Oh.
Yeah, without question. Without question, man. That is the greatest, man.
There it is right there. Coach B, again, it is a Saturday. We're still waiting for our guy to give us a call back from Citrus Motors, Kia, and Ford. Good folks over there. But in the interim, Coach B, like we said, had a chance last week to work with our guy, Mark Chapman. We've been in here behind the scenes. We've been here at the station for quite a while, and we've just been, fortunate that the community has continued to support us. And with that support, now we're going to be taking it all the way to the next level. We're going to be taking it to Fox Sports West. The great thing about that for us, while we're excited in particular, is because now, folks will be able to, folks are going to now be able to see their kids and everybody that we work with, all the great stuff that we do. Mm-hmm. They're going to be able to see it. They're going to be seeing, that same stuff on Fox Sports West. So I mean, all our highlights, all that stuff that we do. All our All-Star games, stuff like that, you guys are going to be able to see those excerpts, those cuts on Fox Sports West. So that's going to be really exciting.
And the good thing about it is we started this journey in 2013. So right. You think over that time we have a ton of material. We have a ton of archives that now we'll bring. There's one young man when we were on the previous station. He played at Upland, and now we just saw him. Now he's in law enforcement, and we had a young lady that played in our All-Star game, was on the show as well. She's in law enforcement.
I mean, we've had one of our guys that played in our first All-Star game is now playing for the Minnesota Vikings.
There you go.
Alex Madison. So
there you go.
So a lot of people have, a lot of things have happened since we first put our feet on the ground and started this journey, Coach B.
Yeah, and when we first started, there was a kid, I think it was in the hills of Chino. He played basketball. I don't know whatever happened to the kid. He was pretty good, too. His last name was Ball.
Lonzo, I think something happened.
I'm not sure where he's at. I think he moved out of California.
Yeah,
so.
And then on top of that, the dope thing about it is really, really exciting news is that the younger brother, it looked like he's going to be in the top 5 as well. So
I think he's the best of the 3. I think the youngest is going to be the best of the 3.
You mentioned that. You said that. You've held that. Again, you see he's growing, he's getting bigger. So watch out for. Is that what's the youngster's name? Which one is it?
That's Mello.
Mello, my man, my Mello.
Yeah, Jello is the middle son. Mello's the youngest, and Lonzo's the oldest. And the thing is, this is why I say this, because you think Mello, they moved him up a year,
right?
So he should have been in the 8th grade. He was playing in the open division.
Yes.
And he was hanging with kids that were 4 or 5 years older than him. And a lot of people thought, they just put him up there. No. They played a national schedule.
Exactly. Well, I was just about to say, let me tell you something. In basketball, you can do this a little bit easier than you can in football. If there's a weak link, you attack that weak link. So it's not as though the coaches weren't going, hey, let's go try to take the ball from them. They just couldn't do it.
Right. And that was just an amazing year when we covered them. He's 19 years old now. He did it, finished his high school career, and then went over and played, and I think it was Australia.
Yeah. It was somewhere. It was close to snow and sheep. That's all I know. There's a lot but and just look at his dad now. Everybody talk crazy about Daddy Ball. But, Daddy Ball now has 2 NBA players in the family right now.
Right, and the odds of getting to the NBA are none. For him to have 2 out of 3 make it. And then Jello was playing in the G League.
Right.
So right before the shutdown with the COVID pandemic.
Before the 19.
Yeah, Jello was playing in the G League. So, you can say what you want about the Ball family. Maybe Big Baller Brand didn't go to where they wanted it to go, but I love the fact that he tried to create a family business and he tried to create product for his kid. I tell you, if talking crazy like that could have got my son to be the number 2 pick in the NBA draft, maybe I should have talked more.
I'm about to say, maybe I should have raised a couple decibels on my voice as well. Again, Coach B and E Turner right here live on Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. As we mentioned, we will be next week. We're going to be calling the ABA because again our background. That's what we've done before. We called the Agua Caliente Clippers. We were calling Corona Centennial's game live on Fox Sports Radio AM 1350. So they reserved our services for the ABA. And a lot of basketball enthusiasts will be familiar with that brand. But the ABA is back. And Coach B and myself will be right there live on air calling the game next week.
Absolutely. And they list LaMelo now at 6'7". So they list him taller than Lonzo.
Yeah. You can see he's grown. And they always talk about that NBA body. He's definitely starting to get that because he's grown, a lot, man. And again, a phenomenal basketball talent. So
and LiAngelo is 6'5", so they probably call him the shorty. Because Melo is not Melo, but Lonzo is listed at 6'6".
Yeah, and he's a tall guy. But Junior is like, and
6'7", that's a big guard.
Yeah, big guard. And, a certified point guard and a scorer, too. Very, very lethal, can shoot on the outside. And, so he's one of those guys, man. I'm really, really curious to see how his career turns out, see what happens for him.
That's Penny's height, because Penny was 6'7".
Yes,
Penny Anderson. You talk about a guy.
No, Penny Hardaway.
Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway.
There's Kenny Anderson.
Yeah, what Penny Anderson? Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
Penny Hardaway. And looking at the NBA, and I know we're getting off topic, but when I look at the NBA and I look at players that could have been, Penny was the guy. His knees.
Yeah, his knees
kind of like Derrick Rose.
His knees like Derrick Rose, and like guys like Grant Hill.
Yeah.
Grant Hill was
Grant Hill problem was when he got hurt, he should have sat down.
Yeah.
He should have just straight sat down.
He had ankle problems, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And he had like a broken ankle and kept playing on it.
Yeah, kept playing on it.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, well, that was back in the day when you were like soldier mode. You know what I mean? So those guys don't.
And people wonder why Kawhi say, "Hey,
exactly."
And that's another thing. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, come on,
the Agua Caliente Clippers.
Well.
Not Agua Caliente. The Los Angeles Clippers. Los Angeles Clippers have a new. I'm so used to saying Agua Caliente.
I know you are, man. You know, you're getting a check for that. So,
but Ty Lue, the NBA champion.
Yes.
He won with a guy. I don't know whatever happened to him that was from Akron. Yes. I'm not sure whatever happened to that guy, but he won a championship with LeBron James. And you think about it. Ty Lue is the perfect pedigree because Cleveland hadn't won a major championship in who knows how long.
Exactly.
And now it's time for us to get to the point where the Clippers are ready. They've got everything in place. And I know you're hearing all these stories about PG and what they're going to do. PG is going to stay pat, and they are going to win with that squad.
No doubt about it, man. And I think this team is one of those teams where, you know, a lot of people are laughing at them right now, but believe me when I tell you, they're going to be on the comeback. And we're still here representing for them. You know what I mean? I'm about to go, you know, real soon. I'm coming back with another jersey. And by the way, since we're talking about Clippers, be on the lookout, everybody, real quick, for the Inland Valley. I said it. The Inland Valley Clippers.
There you go.
You know, and that means, you know, so when you guys see us out there, you know, running around and you see the Clippers, it might not be the Agua Caliente Clippers. It might not be the Los Angeles Clippers. It might be the Inland Valley Clippers.
There you go. And we are ready for that. We can't wait to get that team going and rocking and rolling. There was just a little pandemic going on out there in the world, but we will get everything together. And believe me, before you know it, them Inland Valley Clippers will be here. We will be ready. We already talked to Coach Romanelli at A.B. Miller.
Yes.
Not A.B. Miller. He's at Summit now.
Yeah.
He's already interested in that. So hopefully hopefully come December, teams and kids will be able to go back and practice and get ready for a season. Hopefully we'll have high school football. Hopefully we'll have high school basketball.
Yes.
As I mentioned, my wife is she's in the healthcare industry. She works at a hospital. And I know there's been a spike and an uptick, but we're hoping that we're able to come back and get some high school sports.
Speaking of that, I'm glad. I guess we should do our PSA. People out there, wear a mask. Be safe out there. You know, don't be irresponsible. I think that's one of the things that we're starting to learn more about is that you can, just like the old thing back in the day, you can prevent forest fires. Well, you can do your part in preventing the spread of this deadly disease by being safe, and again, we understand the rules now. We've been going through this since March, so I think a lot of people are aware of what's happening. We just need to make sure that we're staying there, so that way we staying safe and get out of this thing, so we can start kind of getting back to some kind of normalcy.
Absolutely. So we're excited, man. As we mentioned, IE Sportsnet is moving to Fox Sports 1350, and we will be out there. The first date that we will air is going to be Sunday.
Yes.
Sunday, November 22nd.
Man.
So that's when the show, we go from just being on radio to being on radio and television. And it may look, right now, as everyone knows, there's a lot of sports aren't going on. Professionals are, but the high school levels really hasn't started. So we're going to go into the vault. We have 7 years of content.
Archives aplenty, man.
Thanks to Mark Chapman, got a lot of the content for us. So we certainly appreciate everything he's done for us. We have the magazine
coming,
dropping.
I almost feel like Master P right now. Like, remember how he was like,
"Well, make him say,
No. But yeah, you know how he was dropping everything. He's like, we dropping Slim. We sold the Slim.
Yeah. I think he dropped 22 albums in 1 year.
Man,
independent record.
I was No Limited out 1 year. I mean, we was out there getting some. I thought I was gonna see a tank.
The only No Limit guy I like was Silk. That was it. But Master P was cool, but Silk was the only one I thought had flow.
Silk went hard.
Yeah.
And Mystical.
Yes. Oh, that's right. I forgot he was a No Limit.
Yeah, Mystical.
You know.
But anyway.
And Snoop Dogg. Yeah, the game is to be told, not sold.
Yeah, that album was dope.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're doing some stuff right here. Coach B and Eternal right here live on Fox Sports Radio. Keep tuned in with us, man. Keep locked in with us because, again, we have a lot of stuff coming up. Again, November's going to be huge for us. Coach B was saying the magazine comes out. It's going to be great. We talked to one of the reporters today, John Murphy.
Yes.
Wrote some great stories about our guy, Coach Stan, the notable girls coach at Etiwanda High School. And then another feature story was Coach Logan, from Centennial High School. Really exciting stuff.
Absolutely. And Matt, we got confirmation he couldn't get it today. You know, they're out there selling cars, you know, so we'll get that rescheduled, and we will definitely talk about Citrus Motors, but we will get it rescheduled. Appreciate the follow-up on that. But, you know, like we said, we keep it rolling, man. I cannot wait for us to get going. You know, just for us, on a personal level, this is something we talked about, man. We first started this thing. We wanted to go. We were on TV before.
Yes.
Came off, and now we're getting back on TV. And to keep it in the same house, Fox Sports Radio, Fox Sports Television.
Fox brand, it's really exciting stuff, man. So it's an exciting time again. Oh, for folks, I mean, again, if you have a sports story, reach out to us. We want to hear from you. Contact us at our social media, and again, if you guys want to kind of check out what we're going to be doing for television, we put our intro on there so you guys kind of get an idea of what we're going to be doing there as well.
Hit us up, staff at iesportsnet.com. We'll get your information. Somebody on the staff will get back to you, and we'll make sure we get it. And like you said, keep following us on social media. Everything is at iesportsnet, so you can see all the developments, everything coming up. You ready to get out of here?
Let's do it, man.
Let's go ahead and do this. Thank you so much for listening to iEsportsnet, presented by ThinkWise Credit Union with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350.
Years ago, we had an empire. Right now, it's being remodeled.
Hi, this is Macho Ronnie. You're live on Fox Sports Radio.